Time is 2:49 p.m. About to pass by is one of the leaders of the eastbound Friday night Montauk fleet, train 2708, the old advanced Cannonball. And he'll have an impressive consist of 10 cars and 2 engines. The leader will be number 413 with Sweet Music. That's a much shorter way of saying that it has a K5 LLA horn. Here he comes. He's blowing for the Bright Waters Crossing right now. That's the way to do it, baby. Here's 2054 at 5th Avenue, just west of Brentwood. And we jumped up briefly up to the main line. Like I said, we're at the 5th Avenue crossing just west of Brentwood. We're right up the road from the old Entenmann's Bakery. Comes 2057. High speed running. And we've moved to Islip now. It's 4:52 p.m. waiting for the eastbound Cannonball with a whopping 11 cars. Coming westbound at this point is a deadhead from Patchogue to Babylon. It's a rather bleak Friday afternoon. Not too hot though, but humid. D30AC 406 trailing. That ever common K13A horn on those C3 cab cars. Steady as a rock, but it's a rock I could do without. We're west of the Islip Station platform at the Nassau Avenue crossing. I'm going to catch the Cannonball passing by near here because 2709 is going to arrive here about the same time the Cannonball does. So I want to be on the right side of the tracks for the Cannonball. And at 5 o'clock, approaching eastbound, coming towards me is train 2798. The Cannonball from Penn Station, New York to Montauk. First stop is West Hampton after New York. This train will have a crunching load of passengers heading out east this weekend. If I were riding that train in years past, I would dread that. But if I was on that train tonight, I would probably be delirious to see things getting back to the way they were before the pandemic. It's great. Great to see. 2798, like I said, we'll have 11 cars tonight. The biggest I've seen thus far this summer season. awesome. Here comes 2712 from Hunters Point Avenue to Montauk, passing by Brightwaters. This is the old East Ender from years ago, which ran on Friday nights in the summer only. And at 6:17 p.m., the gates are going down Windsor Avenue and Brightwaters for train 2714 en route from New York to Montauk. This is the train that runs to Montauk Fridays only. Monday through Thursday, it's train 2740 from New York to Speonk only. Well, continuing our 4th of July crusade on the Montauk Branch. Time is 5:38. We're at the east end of the Lindenhurst Station. It's a very cool July 3rd, 2021. I'm out here wearing a jacket, pair of shorts, but I'm not complaining. I don't like the heat anyway. Well, we're going to have some spaghetti and meatballs, I think. Approaching west is train 8709 en route from Montauk to Jamaica. They'll be blowing right on by. Oh, it's been a while since I tasted that homemade sauce. Oh. Today is the 4th of July, significant to me personally for a couple of reasons. The birthplace of our nation in 1776, and my youngest granddaughter and her mother emigrated to the United States from the Philippines 7 years ago today. Time is 9:20 a.m., about to come into view is train 8701, en route from Montauk to Jamaica, completing his long overnight ride from Jamaica to Montauk and return. They've been running some impressive trains on the Montauk Branch this weekend, and this is one of them. This train is going to have more cars than it really needs this time of day. His next stop is Jamaica. He's just pulling out of the station. Here he comes. Cars and 2 DM30 ACs. That might have been the same equipment set that ran out on the Cannonball 2798 on Friday evening. I made it out to Brightwaters on my bicycle. It's about a 6-mile ride from my house each way. Here to catch the action on this 4th of July Sunday, as trains will be passing in review, and hopefully we'll get a very festive horn show out of those trains on this festive holiday. It'll be passing a reviewing stand full of judges, me, myself, and I. I'm promised at least one great horn show. It's a rather cloudy but cool day. Not hot at all, very comfortable. A fleet of eastbound trains pass by in the morning hours here, and here comes our first one, 8760 from Jamaica to Patchogue. Not too shabby. And right behind 8760 and 954, it looks like we've got a light engine move of sorts. From here, it looks like an MP15. He's going kind of slow. Well, to commemorate this 4th of July, he had the "We Serve with Pride" American flag on the front, but his horn performance flunked. And next up at 10:22 is train 8732, Jamaica to Speonk. Starting to clear up a little bit. Not bad, a little horn artistry there. Nice quilling. And our next train approaching eastbound at 10:52 will be the most impressive of all, in sight and sound. We have a whopping 10 cars, and the engineer piloting the train is good old Spaghetti and Meatballs, who promises a generous serving and to quote-unquote light up the 4th of July. Well, not even Ralph Crandon could handle that serving. Today is July 5th, 2021. Saving the best for last, likely. Today we're going to be scouting around at various points on the Montauk Branch between here and Patchogue, maybe Brightwaters too. It's the busiest diesel line on the Long Island Railroad by far, and today promises to see exceptional action. Heavy traffic out of the Hamptons today, and those trains are going to be loaded, and those trains are going to be long. So between that and the Speonk and Patchogue trains, this is one tremendously busy railroad today. 12:53, here comes 2737 in the Bayshore from Patchogue to Babylon. And you're blessed with the sound of those K13A horns. Get the earplugs. And while 2737 is loading up, or 8737 is loading up in Bayshore, 1256 approaching is 8710 from Jamaica to Montauk. He'll have a decent sized consist. He'll be blowing right on by. His next stop is Patchogue after Babylon. dueling horns. And approaching eastbound at 122 is 8768 from Babylon to Patchogue. At DE30AC number 408, that's the second time I heard what sounded like wimpy horn blowing. Maybe that engine has a restricted horn on it. All right, a 133 is running a little bit late, is an impressive westbound. 8703, Montauk to Jamaica, non-stop from Speonk to Jamaica. He's got a huge train today, 12 cars. Awesome. Horn blowing was a little pedestrian, but awesome sized train. And we moved east to the Panattaquid Avenue crossing east of Bayshore at 156. Got train 8763 heading west from Patchogue to Jamaica. Only 3 cars on them. Well, we know where the other C3s have to go. The Hampton service and Montauk services, they are using a ton of them today. That looks very refreshing. We're at the Brentwood Road crossing east of Bayshore. We're going to get train 8768 from Babylon to Patchogue past the crossing here. And here comes 8768 at 226. Going to pass that position light signal west of the crossing. Not bad at all. Well, we moved east to the Irish Lane crossing in Islip. Got 8739 en route from Speonk to Babylon coming. Well, we move further east to the Great River Station, where we're going to capture a couple of big trains. Going to get westbound 8705 from Montauk to Jamaica. He'll have 10 cars. But the biggest surprise of all will be train 8736 from Jamaica to Speonk. He will have 12 cars. In my entire life, that's the longest train I've ever seen stop at this station. And 3:40, the gates are going down at Great River for train 8705. Hurry up, hurry up. This train is en route from Montauk to Jamaica. It's about 25 minutes late due to heavy passenger loadings out east. Something like that would have been unheard of last summer. Impressive trains. This is the cream of the crop for diesel lines on Long Island. And the gates are going down a Great River Road at 3:50 for 8765. Patchogue to Babylon. And 8736 should come shortly. And the gates are going down again at 3:57 for an eastbound record breaker. I say record breaker because this is probably the longest train I've ever seen in my entire life stop at Great River. There may have been evening rush hour trains to Speonk back in the 60s that may have had 12 cars or more, but those cars were shorter in length than these cars are. Unbelievable. A maintenance away vehicle at Oakdale with a great 4th of July message. And we move to good old Oakdale train station to catch 8707 en route from Southampton to Jamaica. He'll have a cab car and 5 cars today. And 429, the gates are going down on Oakdale Bohemia Road for train 8707, Southampton to Jamaica. We move further east to the Bayport Avenue crossing in Bayport, here to catch several trains. And here comes 8770 at 457, Babylon to Patchogue, blowing through Crossing Bell Alley in Bayport. I don't think you could have a better concert at Tanglewood even. And next up at 5:15 p.m. will be train 8709 from Montauk to Jamaica. We're going to have a nice serving of spaghetti and meatballs. Here he comes. He would put Chef Boyardee to shame. Okay, the gates are going down for another westbound at 525. This is 8769 en route from Patchogue to Jamaica. We move He's just around the curve from our previous location at Gillette Avenue. Going to capture the passing of train 8711 en route from Montauk to Jamaica, running fairly close behind 8709 out of there. And here comes 8711 at 5:49. He'll have another good consist. 8-car set. I've seen some record-breaking consists today. And 6:30, approaching westbound is 8743 from Speonk to Jamaica with an inflated consist of 12 cars. Good horn show, knocking down the position light signal. All right, approaching at 6:38 is 8774 battling a patchhog about to pass over Locust Avenue crossing in Oakdale. See the position light signals on both sides. Classic signals. One of a couple of engines with a K5LA horn. Actions there. Some at Bayshore, and 8776 is stopped. En route from Babylon to Patchogue. Did some good, solid horn blowing when he arrived here. Let's see what he does when he leaves. Pretty decent. I've seen that engine pass by several times today. And approaching Bayshore at 7:34 is another impressive train from Montauk. Train 8715 from Montauk to Jamaica. 2 engines and 10 cars. Well, the consist was impressive, but the horn blowing was not. And we moved to Bright Waters at 7:52. We got 8771 headed from Patchogue to Babylon. Okay, time is 8:25 p.m. We're going to have a couple of 8-car sandwiches pass within minutes of each other. Approaching westbound now at the first K5LLA horn of the day. Engine 504 on the lead of train 8717, the Cannonball. Montauk to New York. Not even listed as the Cannonball on the schedule anymore. Last few weekends I've seen 8717, the horn blowing has been consistently bad. And approaching at 8:27, just dimmed his headlight for the passing Cannonball. Train 8738 from Jamaica to Speonk. This train is twice as long as it usually is. Another 8-car sandwich. The long trains on this branch this weekend have been incredibly numerous. As far as the horn blowing goes between those two trains, whatever you can do, I can do worser. And we've come back to Bayshore once again. We look at this large depot. The town was originally called Panattaquit many years ago. It's pretty much the largest depot building anywhere between Babylon and Patchogue. Here to catch the last of the Montauk Jamaica trains, 8719. Normal weekends, it usually has a cab car set, but tonight it's got another 8-car sandwich. We'll get it. Approaching Bayshore at 8:43 is train 8773, Patchogue to Babylon. A lot of passengers getting on here. They've all gotten off shuttle buses that come from the ferries that take people to numerous destinations on Fire Island. Bayshore is similar to Sayville, and that also has Fire Island ferry destinations, accessed by shuttle buses from the train station. Patchogue also. His next and last stop will be Babylon, where all of these people crush off onto an MU train for New York. Alas, the platform is now deserted. quite sure where this is at, but it's a heck of a show. You should see the fireworks displays they have at the Long Island Duck Stadium. Out of this world. Okay, 9:34, approaching west is our last train that we'll see today from Montauk. Train 8719, Montauk, Jamaica. Impressive. It's been a very impressive day, a very impressive weekend. We have seen lots of lengthy Montauk train consists, even some lengthy Speonk train consists, including that 12-car train on 8736 and 8743. I have never seen so many long train sets with a minimum of 8 cars running around the Montauk Branch in recent memory. Not even before the pandemic started have I seen these kind of consists. So it's been an extremely entertaining 4th of July weekend on the Long Island Railroad's Montauk Branch. I think it would be difficult to top.